The topic is importance of regional dietary practices for healthy lifestyle. I have taken Karnataka as the example. This is not necessary. Already I was introduced to the stage. The thing is, the swap in food culture has increased the lifestyle disorders. That was the question. I say yes, because नित्यं रोगाभिभूतश्च पुमान् सात्म्य विवर्जनात् तस्मात् सात्म्यं निषेवेत ह्यसात्म्यं परिवर्तयेत्. This is Dallana's commentary on Sushruta Sutra 6, Brahmacharya chapter. Here, what I consider Satmya is Satmya in the context of regionality. See, what he says is an individual always suffers from disease by abstaining from suitability. That is Satmya. Hence, it is better to include suitable ones and avoid incompatibilities. Because nowadays we have started telling you are supposed to use regional fruits, regional foodstuffs. Don't go for junk. Don't go for the continental items and all. See, by sticking on to the regionality, we can decrease the incidence of non-communicable disease or lifestyle disorders. So as we go through the presentation, we can we understand how Satmya can be understood with the word regionality. See, this is the diet-based epidemiology which we can see in our classics. Matsyamla bhojinaha prachya nityam chanupasevinaha shlepadam galagandascha prayasteshu bhavantihi निम्न तोयगतान् मत्स्यान् भक्षयन्ति समुद्रजान् प्रायशः पुष्टिनस्तेन मनुष्या दक्षिणापथे तैलाम्ल भोजना नित्यं गोधूम विदलाशनः भूयिष्ठमर्षस्तेन खञ्जश्च अवन्तिजा नराः मांसकामः सुराकामः स्त्रीकामः साहसे रताः मागधस्तेन भूयिष्ठं दृश्यन्ते राजयक्ष्मणः तीक्ष्णान्यन्नानि सेवन्ते बाह्लिकास्त्र विशेषतः अभिष्यन्ते मांसानि तथा धान्योदकानि च प्रकृत्या चाप्यभिषण्णाः सेवन्ते मानवा सदा तेन बाह्लिक प्रदेशेषु प्रायो व्याधिर्बलासिकः. See, this is the regional thing which I have given. Region is Prachya. Prachya is east. The diet which they tried to make it Satmya is Matsya and Amla, but still they suffer from, they are prone for the disease as Shlipada and Galaganda. Dakshinapata, that is south, fishes in deep sea, they consume more of fishes of the deep sea, they suffer from Kushta. Avanti, that is central India, they use Taila, Amla, Godhuma and Vidala, that is dicotyledons. So they suffer from Arsha and Khanja. Magadha, that is UP and Bihar, they use more of Mamsa, Sura, and they are good in Sahasa, and they do most Sri Sangha, so they are prone for Rajakshma. Bahlika, that is northwestern region. So they take Tikshna, Abhishandi, Mamsa, Dhanyodaka. So that is prone for this Bala. This is the diet you can observe both Charaka and Sushruta. See, in designing the diet, which everybody knows, and to about this, but till as part of my presentation, I'll try to ahara matra apekshani, depending on the capacity. So I'll try to consider 2-3 aspects. One is Desha, second one is Samskara, and that is Karna, and third one is Sanyoga. Deshaha punaha sthanam. Sa dravyanam utpatti pracharu satmyancha desha satmyancha achaste. See, he tells about Desha. While the topic of presentation is regionality in food practices, I am telling about Desha. Desha, it is Sthanagrahane ahara dravyasya. So that is food where it is grown, and bhoktuscha, and the consumer population where it is present. And in the last he uses the word achaste. For that, achasta iti dravyasya utpatti pracharadi guna jnana hetu bhavati. See, utpatti here is habitat of food grains. See, while Medha madam was telling, the Godhuma, which is grown in The Punjab region was seems to be good. So that is how Charaka also explains Himavati Jatam Gunamad Bhavati, Maro Jatam Laghu Bhavati. Maro Jatam means that which is grown in desert land, it is light for digestion. See, that is Prachara is movement based. See, in the context of Ajadunda, we tell that Ajana Malpakayat Katikta Nishevanat Natkimapanam Vyayamat Sarva Vyadhi Harampaya. See, it depends on the animal. If it moves more, its mamsa is laghu. If it is more stationary, its mamsa become guru. For that, we know Dr. Sujita. So, Desha Satmya is you are supposed to use the food item opposite to the qualities of Murshite. Yatha Anupe, Ushna Rukshadi, Shita Singhdadi. So, if you are using opposite of the Desha, then it becomes Desha Satmya. Consider the regionality of the diet. And Karna, I need not tell much about that, but with respect to Desha, I will try to highlight with respect to Karnataka. I'll tell the geography later. The rice item, which is the rice which is grown, it is more in the paddy fields which has more water. So if it is grown in more water, it becomes abhishandi. To make it laghu, I'm telling about once again samskara. See, it is properly cleaned with water and then boiled. It is decanted and then kept in a closed vessel so that it becomes laghu. So by that, even if it is grown, why I'm telling this, because the place where the dravya is grown, that is good for the person who is staying there. Say, but it becomes abhishandi if you consider of that place. So with the help of samskara, you are converting it, and we are doing it since ages in all the regions of India, and with specific to Karnataka, I'm telling. See, samskaro hi gunantaradhanam uchyate. The karna or processing brings changes in inherent attributes of food article. Processing methods may be dilution, heat application, cleaning, churning, storing, flavoring, impregnation, preservation, or keeping it in different types of containers. Each type of processing technique has its own way of changing the attribute at different levels, even up to the molecular levels. Processing can make food article light for digestion and assimilation, or it can make food article to become heavy for digestion. Both the way you can convert the food item into laghu and guru with the help of samskara. So it may be toya agnisanne karsha shaucha mantana desha kala vasana bhavanadibhi kala prakarshadi dibhi ischa abhidiyante. See, this is how it affects the quality of food items. And coming to sanyoga, why I'm telling this sanyoga is, see, by sanyoga is mixture of two items. We use one more word here as bhavana, that or trituration. In sanyoga, see, we know the combination madhumatsya payasam sanyoga, it is kushtadikaro bhavati. Individually, these are good. While mixing it, it becomes kushtakara. See, in bhavana dravya, what happens? If you give bhavana, what happens is the bhavana dravya and bhavita dravya. Bhavita dravya doesn't have much effect. Bhavana dravya has more effect. The quality of bhavana dravya has more impact. So that is where the sanyoga plays an important role in the diet. देशानाम आमयानांच विपरीत गुणम गुणैः सात्म्यमिच्छन्ति सात्म्यज्ञः चेष्टितं चाद्यमेव च. See here, desha satmya, roga satmya. You are supposed to consider desha satmya also and amaya satmya also. देशानाम् अनुपादीनां गुणैः स्नेहगौरवादिभिः सह विपरीतगुणं स्नेहगौरवादिविपरीतगुणरौक्षलाघवयुक्तं. So this I have already mentioned. Changala mamsa advadi adaniyam adyam, that is which we take through mouth. Cheshtitam cha vyayamadi. Here, along with food, the activities is also mentioned. Cheshtitam vyayamadi. Deshasatmya vichanti ayurveda vida ityartah. So deshasatmya is of utmost importance while considering the diet. So coming to the regionality of food practices of Karnataka, this was the older map of Karnataka that was called of a small place. Later, so it has the Kannada speaking regions all are put together. They made it they called it with a different name, Karnataka. Previously it was called Mysore state. And we have different influences on the regionality. See, the yellow region shows Hyderabad, Karnataka. The blue region shows Mumbai influence, that is Maharashtra, Mumbai, Karnataka, influence of Maharashtra. The pink or region shows Karavali, that is coastal part. And this is green belt, it is Madhya Karnataka. And the red one shows the Hale Mysore, the old part of Mysore. So now this is Karnataka after 1956. Now it is divided into 31 districts. This map is from University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore. Based on the amount of rainfall and based on the type of climatic condition, they have divided it into 10 zones. That is north eastern transition zone, northeastern dry zone, like that. See, regionality or desha means it is influence of Ritu. How do we decide the desha? It is depending on the type of climate which is prevailing in that particular area. Broadly, we can classify Karnataka into 3 major regions. See, that is Bayelseeme, that is plain land, Malnadu, which is hilly area, and Karavali, that is the coastal part. Here, for dietary practices, we can classify Karnataka into 3 regions. One is North Karnataka, that is upper part, South Karnataka, that is lower part, and the Karavali, that is coastal Karnataka. While considering region-wise dietary pattern, the yellow area, so which I shown the North Karnataka, so it is dry belt. There is predominance of jowar, and they use variety of shimbi dhanyas, dicotyledons, and fresh green seasonal fruits and vegetables are used. Nowadays it is changed, but it was of use. The green area which I was telling you, so it is southern part of Karnataka. It contains both hilly areas and plains. The predominance of rice and ragi, that is finger millet, is seen in this area. They use more of tuar dal and green gram, and fresh green seasonal fruits and vegetables they use. And in case of hilly areas, locally available more of leafy vegetables and tubers they use in this hilly parts, that is Malnad belt of Karnataka. The orange area, that is coastal area, they use predominant of parboiled rice, and they use more of tuar dal and green gram. They use seafoods like variety of fishes. Comparatively, they use less of vegetables because they don't grow much of vegetables. They say locally available few things they use, and they are importing it from the upper belt, that is the Malnad area of Karnataka. By looking into all this, Karnataka has 10 varieties of cuisines. It is Uttar Karnataka cuisine, Karwar cuisine, Udupi cuisine, Mangalore cuisine, Kodagu or Coorg cuisine, Mysore Mandya cuisine, Dakshina Kannada cuisines, Malnad cuisine, Bellary Raichur cuisines, Davangere cuisine. These are the 10 varieties of cuisines which you can find in Karnataka. All this is it is based on the regional cultures, regional dietary practices, and regional seasonal changes which happens in that area. So this is how a North Karnataka meals look like. Say it contains roti, it contains some grains, vegetables, and salads, and about the different varieties of Nitya Upayogi Dravyas. In that, she was mentioning about Goduma, Yava, and all. So this is how the diet was constituted. Even though there is regionality in the diet pattern, but they have never left out all the components of food, that is carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals are there in that food items. So this is most commonly observed food in South Karnataka, that is rice, sambar, and vegetables. See, uh, See, we know that carbo, that is rice, is vegetarians do not get all the essential amino acids which are required for them. We call that as essential amino acids. Few are present in the rice, few are present in dal. The combination of dal and rice gives a good supplementation of uh, uh, essential amino acids. That is called supplementary action of uh, proteins. So this is where in rice, in sambar, which is observed more in South Karnataka, it's a good example. Similarly, the chicken rasa, which is popular in the area of Karnataka, where it has influence of Maharashtra, it cannot be had like this, but it should be taken with rice or roti or something like that. Similarly, this neer dosa, so it is prepared out of rice, and it is more common in the Malnad belt and South Canara belt of Karnataka. So this is chitrana and payasa, which is the common factor in almost all the regions. And this is Mandya style, that is Mysore Mandya style, where they use ragi, rice, with boti goju is made out of the gut. So for vegetarians, and mudde and bassaru, that is ragi ball with the vegetable gruels. So this is the staple diet of the people in living in the Mysore Mandya province. So Bisibele Bath, all of you might have seen and observed. This is also a good combination. Dosa chutney. So all these, why I'm telling is, see, in Karnataka we have different festival-related cuisines also. See, for example, the upcoming festival is Yugadi. That is Chaitra Shuddha Pratipada. We celebrate it as the beginning of the new year, wherein see, it is customary to practice the neem and jaggery. So that shows in Vasant Rutu, you require these two items in as rasas, that is bitter and sweet, which is good for that season. So that shows similarly, the next is Ramanomi, that is Chaitra Shukla Pratipad, where Panaka is served, that is juices are served, wherein there is more of Grishma, so you require more of fluids. Similarly, in case of Naga Panchami, or in Pitru Paksha, or before the starting of Sharad Rutu, or before starting of the Dasara, the different used wherein it gives the strength to people, and it has the regional influences. And in Makar Sankranti, we use Maharashtrians use tila and guda. We use tila, guda along with some nuts and oil seeds. So it's a dish for that festival, and it supplies the nutrients for that particular time. See, the region-wise influence, the season-wise influence, and the prevailing climatic conditions has definitely bearing on these things. And It is practiced since ages, and they have never left out any of the basic principles of food, which was there in the Ayurvedic classics. By knowing, or it is from their ancestors, they are following it. These are few review articles which I got in the internet, the regional food culture and development. All these, it shows the food diversities and its effect on human health. And in one review article, food beliefs and taboos among nomadic tribes of North Karnataka, it shows that certain food habits and customs, including specific food habits, are associated with the town from ancestors from generation to generation, with the belief tested by time that the abstinence of certain food items by the people can prevent them from various harmful effects caused by its consumption. The certain food items people they do not eat, so it will prevent them having certain diseases. So the traditional Ayurvedic foods of Indian origin. In this article, he tells there is so much diversity in traditional health foods of India. So if you take Karnataka as one place, you have 10 types of cuisines. In India, you can have innumerable numbers. So the regionality has an influence. If you consume the regional diet, you can be free from the lifestyle disorders. No doubt, you are supposed to follow all other like Matra and all. Otherwise, definitely it has an impact on the body. To conclude, the regional food practices goes hand in hand with the principles of Ayurveda. Regional health foods have evolved according to the climate, culture, and of particular region. Regionality has influenced the diet pattern. Following the regionality pattern diet will definitely influence the decrease in incidence of local global ecologies have influenced and Rasha for help.